I know people love your topics.
Oh, thank you.
Are you talking plastics today?
I'm talking plastics today because, funny enough, I was watching another show. Don't worry, I wasn't cheating on you.
What show was it?
I'm not going to tell you, you might get jealous.
No.
But they were talking about how plastics can leach into what we're drinking and what we're eating, and it started to concern me. So I started to research plastics a little bit. And first of all, plastics are made up of petroleum, so we do have to watch out. If you're using Glad wrap to cover your food and you're putting it into the microwave, you do have to watch out that it does actually leach into the food.
I heard when you reheat it, you should take the plastic
absolutely.
off.
All you need to do is put a plate over the top,
Okay.
and that's going to help. You know, that's going to stop that. And also on top of that, we don't want to use all that plastic for the environment, because that's really what we're here about, talking green. And also all these plastic bottles that we like to drink out of, water bottles. Really, someone was saying that they're a one-use only bottle. We shouldn't be reusing them, especially if you have, in Perth, we're very hot here, which is great. You leave your bottle in the car, that's going to heat it up. There's a little bit of liquid in there. Again, you're going to cause leaching, and you're poisoning yourself by just not recycling that bottle.
Not a good
it's
thing.
very important. It's not a good thing at all.
What about shopping centres? You know how a lot of like Coles and Woolworths now, they are moving away from plastic bags.
They are, which is a big
But the plastic
thing.
bags you get, as soon as you put a bottle or something in there, they rip. They're really a very cheap, horrible plastic.
Oh, really? I haven't actually noticed that. Do you mean the plastics
Yeah.
themselves? Well, yeah, because they're actually trying to use now a different type of plastic that is more biodegradable. So, yeah, it's actually going to go down into the earth a lot quicker than the ones which were quite thick with plastic.
Do you take your own bags with you when you go shopping?
I try to take my own, and I'll carry it with me. I'm always wanted to kind of juggle along as I go, because I think that's a lot more
I
better.
have to use a trolley because I buy a bit more than you.
You know, I have a lot of fruit and veg. I go to the market.
I have a lot of fruit and veg too, just I don't eat them.
Oh, really? What about that parsley I bought you?
Oh, look, can I tell you something? One day I'm going to take a photo of that parsley and show you.
Really? Is it doing well?
It is incredible. It's taken up, like, it's about 2 metres high, and there's people living in it now. I think it's Jack and the Beanstalk, but it's huge.
Good.
It's huge. It's really growing well, and we've planted those flowers next to it too.
Okay, the marigolds?
Yes, and
You
it
look
has
like
worked.
beautiful marigold colour today.
Beautiful. Basil, is it?
Oh, is it basil? Sorry, that was my fault.
Yes, it was your fault.
We've
But
been corrected.
It's huge, and I use it all the time, and it's just growing.
Beautiful. You should use it all the time for your Italian cooking. I know that you like to get in the kitchen and cook up a feast.
Well, I do my best. I prefer to eat it rather than cook it.
Okay.
But I found if you don't cook it, you can't eat it.
That's true. There's always a process to this eating.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. We're diverting a little bit. So with plastics, I do want to kind of go over on the environmental side of things. Australia, we use 1.3 million tonnes of plastic here. We consume them. That's 71 kilos per person. If we recycle just 1 tonne of plastics, that's enough energy to use a refrigerator for 1 month. So it's really important. As you said, if you go to a supermarket, there's little things that we can do. Bring your own bags. Don't buy all these multi-packs and stuff like that. It's just not necessary. Buy a bigger container and use it as you know, a little bit at a time.
Buy a bigger, like, instead of using the laundry detergent that's only half a litre, buy a 2 litre one and just keep topping it up or something.
Yeah, it's better. And all these little, like as school kids, that we have all these little multi-packs. When I was young, you know, my mum she might have been a cheapo, but we had the little free plastic bottle inside of the lunchbox. I just had, you know, cheap cordial poured in there instead of the little drink bottle. Do you know what I mean?
Carrie, you know, I saw this on a Today Tonight the other night. Not that everything on Today Tonight is credible. Definitely it's not. Can I just say, current affairs the way to go. But can I just say, I was watching the thing about, you know, like Omo. You can now get it in a really tiny box, and they're saying it's better for the environment, it cleans better. But I'm one of these skeptics that believes that you're not getting any more out of that box, and you're paying nearly just as much as the big boxes.
Oh, do you mean like the concentrates now that they're doing?
Do you think that's all honest?
Well, when it comes to detergents and stuff like that, there's actually a lot of fillers that they put in them now. So you get sort of a few environmental brands which are actually using a lot more environmentally friendly products, and they're not filled with fillers. So if you want to go environmentally friendly, go to places like One Earth, look up online different things, Seventh Generation. There's all kinds of beautiful products. You know, some of them you can be found in supermarkets, and some of them can't. So
because I've always wondered, how can they sell the half a kilo for virtually the same price as you used to buy the kilo, and they reckon it cleans for longer, whereas I find I put twice as much in because it doesn't clean. So I don't know.
You must be getting pretty dirty there. What's going on?
I don't know. Maybe I'm paranoid.
I'm like, I'm a hippie. I don't have to wash, so it's okay.